Hi everybody and welcome to HeroQuest Into the Northlands. We are way up north, along with Ayra the Barbarian. She is a member of the Dawnbringers, a group of heroes. But right now she is about to enter a maze and search for an artifact of power that will aid her in her continuous quest to defeat the frozen horror. She is not all alone though. Snowdasher the wolf will be her companion on this quest. Ayra is armed with a broadsword that will give her 3 attack dice and she will defend with 2 dice. She has 8 body points and 2 mind. Snowdasher also attacks with 3 dice and defends with 2, and the wolf has 5 body points. I haven't played HeroQuest before on this channel, so I thought why not give it a go with this solo quest. So let's go into the Northlands. Ayra and Snowdasher are in an icy cave and they stand before an iron door. They will explore the maze in front of them. And in this playthrough I will use the unthreatened movement rule, so Ayra will move 8 squares when there are no monsters around. Let's begin. Ayra will open and step through the iron door. And when she's inside, she will see that she is in a corridor, revealing a door to the right. There are no monsters, so she will search for secret doors and traps, and reveals nothing. She cannot search for treasure, only in rooms. So with no secret doors or traps, she will continue her movement and stop in front of the door, and Snowdasher will follow her. And with both of them inside the maze, I should mention that I use the companion app in this game, so the app will control all the monsters and dictate what is happening. So with the turn complete, it's time for a fresh turn, and Ayra will open the door. So she slams the door open, and that reveals a small room with some kind of icy tunnel in the corner, and then a monster. An ice gremlin is inside the room. The gremlin turns around, rather surprised to see Ayra. She rolls 8 for movement and can easily reach the gremlin. She will attack with her 3 attack dice. And of course, she's looking for skulls. Let's see. Only 1 hit. The gremlin will defend with no less than 3 defense dice, and there is a black shield here, so the ice gremlin will block the attack and take no damage. Snowdasher has a fixed movement of 10, but so far the wolf will stay just outside the room and guard the door. So that is the end of the turn. Now it's the monsters, and the ice gremlin will attack Ayra back, and that's 2 hits. A rather brutal hit. And Ayra will roll 2 defense dice, and she will not roll any good shields, so she will take 2 points of damage. Then the app will move the gremlin, and the gremlin will move to the other side of the room, try to attack Ayra in the back. But she will, of course, turn around and see if she can hit the gremlin real hard this time. Well, definitely not. Not 1 single hit. The gremlin seems to be too fast, so Snowdasher comes into the room to aid Ayra. Snowdasher will also attack with 3 dice. The wolf will bite. And let's see if there are any hits here. That looks way more effective. 2 hits. The gremlin rolls 3 defense dice and 1 black shield, so the gremlin will take 1 more hit. But sadly, it's not enough to kill the gremlin, so it will attack Ayra, and there's 1 hit, and Ayra this time will block the attack. The ice gremlin is cornered in the room and cannot move anywhere, so we'll take a new turn, and Snowdasher will bite again. 3 attack dice. And again, 2 hits. A very effective wolf companion. And the gremlin will not defend any of the hits, and that was too much. Snowdasher has killed the ice gremlin. Ayra sends Snowdasher down the corridor to scout, so it will move out of the room and then it will stop here because the app tells that there is something wrong. Slippery ice will stop the wolf, and we will also have to check if the wolf is hurt. So far, it will not be able to continue its movement. But luckily, that's it. No further damage. Ayra looks around the room with the dead gremlin. There is an ice tunnel, but could there be more? She will search the room for secret doors, traps, and treasure. And there are no secret doors or traps, but there sure is a lot of treasure. 2 potion of healing and 1 toolkit. Both the healing potions will heal up to 4 body points. Now that's very useful, and that will sure come in handy later in this quest. But Ayra is brave. She will jump down the ice tunnel, slide, and show up somewhere else in the maze. In this case, it's a dead end. Further down the corridor, she can hear Snowdasher. With a new turn, she will make herself ready in front of the door, and Snowdasher will join her. They will be ready to see what's behind the door. Behind the door is a room with 2 exit doors. Ayra walks into the room, and before she can do anything, the app says that she has triggered a trap. She will take 1 point of damage. She will definitely have to be more careful. So before she moves any further, she will search the room for traps, secret doors, and also treasure. First, the app says that we can take the treasure deck and pick 1 treasure. That's nice, except, of course, if it's a wandering monster. But it's not. It's gold, and that's always good. So she will pick up the gold. Then the app also says that there are 2 places in the room with suspicious-looking floor tiles. So we'll mark them and see if we can avoid them. So carefully, Ayra will continue her movement towards this door. And Snowdasher, also careful, will follow. That's the end of the turn. A new turn will begin. Ayra will open the door, and behind the door is a rather strange sight. Inside a magic cage is a war polar bear. Ayra will carefully walk into the room, and she will notice a lever. What will we do here? Pull the lever, release the bear? I'm not sure. Well, let's do it. Ayra will pull the lever, and then she will walk further into the room. So far, the war bear doesn't move. So why not search the room while we are here? We cannot search for treasure because of the war bear, but she can still search for traps and secret doors. But there is nothing inside this room besides the war bear. Prepared for anything, Ayra will end the turn, and the polar war bear will leave the room, walk just past her and also past Snowdasher, and it will not attack, which is of course the most important. So Ayra can search again, this time for treasure, to see if there is anything useful in the room with the cage. And also this time, luck is on her side. Ayra will find a longsword. That sword will still give her 3 attack dice, but it will enable her to attack diagonally. So it's better than the broadsword, and of course she will use the longsword from now on. Snowdasher will step aside, and in the monster turn, the polar warbear will step further away. Even though it seems to be peaceful, Ayra will still have to roll for movement. She will not have her unthreatened move, but a move of 6 will take her into the same room as Snowdasher and the warbear. she will have to explore behind the second door. The bear moves slightly again, and Ayra rolls for movement that will take her in front of the door. So she will open the door and step into another corridor. There is one door leading away from this corridor, but for now, Ayra will search the corridor, and there will be no traps or no secret doors. So that seems to be the only way out. But of course, she'll have to move further down the corridor to peek around the corner. Again, the warbear will just move around in the other room, and Ayra will walk down the corridor and stop in front of the door. But that's long enough for her to see that at the end of the corridor, the way is blocked. So the door is the only way out. Snowdasher finally stops looking at the polar bear and joins Ayra, and they make themselves ready to open the door. Again, the app will move the warbear around the room. Maybe he's on patrol. Ayra opens the door and reveals a room with no less than 2 disgusting ice gremlins. There is also an exit door. Ayra's movement roll is 6. That's far enough to take her to this ice gremlin, and she will force him up into a corner and attack. 3 attack dice with the longsword, but she will hit nothing. Snowdasher will enter the room, and the wolf will take care of the other ice gremlin. 3 attack dice so far. The wolf has been very effective. And also this time, it's no disappointment. 2 hits. The gremlin rolls 1 black shield and will block 1 of the wolf bites. So that's 1 damage to the gremlin. Now it's the monsters. And instead of an attack, this ice gremlin will use a nasty ability to steal. And a pick in Ayra's backpack reveals a toolkit. So the gremlin has stolen a toolkit. The other gremlin will attack Snowdasher, and I accidentally rolled 3 attack dice instead of 2, but luckily only 1 hit, and Snowdasher will absorb that hit. And then the ice gremlin will run away as fast as he can, leaving this room into the corridor and into the next room. And the polar bear will leave the maze for good. Ayra steps aside. She will still be able to attack the gremlin now with her longsword. And finally, she will hit. 2 hits. The gremlin blocks nothing. So that's 2 hits. Great attack. But not enough to kill the gremlin. They are stubborn and they are rather tough. So Snowdasher is called in for a final bite of the gremlin. Movement first and then attack. And there are hits again. Indeed. I doubt the gremlin will be able to get out of this. There is 1 black shield, but that's far from enough. The gremlin is dead for sure. Ayra didn't even notice that her toolkit was stolen, but now the ice gremlin is dead. She will get her toolkit back. That's good. But they still have to deal with the other gremlin. Now he seems to return. He is eager for a fight. He will avenge his fallen comrade. No, he is just out for equipment. This time he'll steal a healing potion instead of an attack. But Ayra will of course attack him. 1 hit, also 1 black shield. Once again, Snowdasher has to do the dirty work. The wolf attacks, 1 bite, and 3 defense dice. And again, the wolf has a taste for ice gremlins, so 1 hit to the gremlin. Apparently, that was enough for the gremlin. He will sprint out of the room, further down the corridor and into the other room. And Snowdasher will follow. With a movement of 10, it will easily catch up with the gremlin and make another attack. Again, it will bite, And the gremlin this time will roll several black shields. So, a good defense. Ayra is left alone in the room, and that means she can search the room for secret doors, traps, and also treasure. And the app says to pick one treasure card. And what do we have here? A heroic brew. A potion that will enable Ayra to attack twice instead of only once. She will definitely pick that up and put it into her backpack. Now it's the monster's turn again, and the gremlin is running for his life with Snowdasher right in his tail. Let's see if the wolf can make another successful attack. At least there is a few hits, and the gremlin will defend only one of them. That will be the final bite for this ice gremlin. He will go down just before he could reach the exit of this room. And Snowdasher, the loyal companion, will bring back the potion of healing to Ayra. After a few turns, they are back together, and Ayra will drink a potion of healing. She has lost 3 body points, and she will recover them all. And then she slams the door open, only to find 2 skeletons in some kind of tomb. So Ayra will roll for movement, and then she will move to confront the first skeleton. And she will attack with her longsword. 2 skulls that could potentially destroy the skeleton with 1 strike, and that's exactly what's going to happen. The skeleton will not defend any of the hits, and it's taken right out into a pile of bones on the floor. Now it's Snowdasher. Skeletons have a weak defense, and they do not have many body points either. 2 skulls, again a great attack from Snowdasher, and again the skeleton will be defenseless. 2 skeletons destroyed in the blink of an eye. Not without a scratch though. In the process, the wolf stepped on a trap, and it will lose 1 body point. Ayra will search the room. There are no secret doors or traps besides the one already triggered, but when she searches for treasure, she will find another potion of healing and some great-looking bracers. With the bracers on, Ayra will now roll 3 defense dice instead of 2. That's a great find. Now Ayra and Snowdasher will move to the only exit of this room and open the door. A huge furry monster will turn around. A Yeti is waiting inside this room, a really horrifying opponent with 3 attack as well as 3 defense dice, and God knows how many body points. There is only 1 exit from this room, and that's another ice tunnel. Ayra will roll for movement, and she will easily move towards the Yeti and, of course, attack. She will swing her broadsword, and the result is 1 hit. And no defense rolls from the Yeti. Apparently, the Yeti was surprised that someone would attack. But not only 1. Snowdasher, of course, will also move into the room and attack the Yeti. And another hit. Ooh, that's a terrifying attack roll, but useless as defense. Another hit to the Yeti. It's not enough to kill it, so it will turn around and attack Ayra. And, 2 hits. With the bracers, Ayra luckily has 3 defense dice. She will defend 1 of the attacks from the Yeti. She will lose 1 body point. And that ends the monster's turn. It's Ayra again. 2 hits this time. And no black shields. 2 hits to the Yeti. It's still alive. Snowdasher will have to take it out. Or at least try. The wolf will attack. 2 hits. And the Yeti will roll 1 black shield. It will take 1 hit, lose 1 body point, and ultimately that was too much. The Yeti is killed. With the monster out of the way, Ayra can search the room. No traps or secret doors, and the app says that we can pick a treasure from the treasure deck. Let's see if we can find something good here. Oh, no. Of course, Wandering Monster. I will check in the app to see what kind of monster it is, and just behind Ayra, an ice gremlin will pop up for a surprise attack. And it will not attack, instead steal, and this time it's after the heroic brew. And with that brew, what will the gremlin do? Yeah, of course. It will leave the room and run away as fast as possible. It's time for another chase. Ayra will roll for movement. It's a good roll of 10. She will easily catch up with the gremlin. Let's see if this barbarian can do some damage. Not much, but still one hit. But the gremlin will also roll one black shield. No damage. Snowdasher will run after the gremlin as well. 3 attack dice. Come on, Snowdasher. 2 hits. That will be tough for the gremlin to block, but there will still be 1 defense roll, so 1 wound, and the app-controlled ice gremlin will continue to run. Snowdasher will follow. 1 hit. That is not enough to kill the gremlin, no matter the defense roll. This chase will most likely continue. Before that, Ayra will roll for movement. She will leave the ice gremlin to Snowdasher and return to the room with the dead Yeti. And then she will continue her search. And this time she will search for traps, and there is a trap somewhere in the room around this floor tile. Back to the chase. This ice gremlin must somehow believe that it can outrun a wolf. But it's not possible. Snowdasher attacks. 1 hit and no defense rolls. The ice gremlin will be shredded right here in the doorway. I feel that it's the second gremlin with the exact same fate. They cannot run away from the wolf companion. So the gremlin is out, and the heroic brew will be returned to its rightful owner. A few turns later, Ayra is ready as the first to jump into the ice tunnel. So she will take 1 step, slide, and show up here in a completely different part of the maze. The corridor here is blocked, so she can stop in front of the door. She can also continue down the corridor, but of course she will have to check out this icy door. Not without Snowdasher, so she'll wait for Snowdasher to arrive. And just before she opens the door, she will search the corridor for secret doors or traps, and there is nothing. So now it's time to enter this room. Ayra and Snowdasher could be close to the artifact, but a Yeti and an ice gremlin with the unspeakable name Draxford Rhymebreath is waiting in the room. And Rhymebreath certainly does not look like an ordinary ice gremlin. But no matter. Ayra will roll for movement, and she will charge against the ice gremlin and attack. 3 attack dice, only 1 hit. Rhymebreath will roll no less than 3 defense dice and also 1 black shield. And while attacking, Ayra notices a bookshelf, a throne, and a chest in the room. Snowdasher comes in for the attack, and he has to deal with the Yeti, and wow, that's an attack. The wolf comes flying in like a torpedo and charges the Yeti, and the Yeti will lose 3 body points. Brutal. The wounded and visibly annoyed Yeti will now attack back, but only with 1 hit. Let's see if Snowdasher can defend. Ooh, no defense rolls. Snowdasher will lose 1 body point, but that's not the worst. The Yeti will grab the wolf and hold Snowdasher in a powerful Yeti hug. The wolf can't do anything, but Rhymebreath can, and he will cast a Tempest spell. The victim of his spell is Ayra. She will miss her next turn. Both Snowdasher and Ayra are unable to do anything now, and the monsters will activate again, and the Yeti will crush Snowdasher even harder. The wolf will lose 2 body points. Rhyme Breath will attack. 3 attack dice. Luckily, he will hit nothing. And after his attack, he might be a slightly wiser and greater ice gremlin, but he uses the same tactics and leaves the room. That leaves Ayra with a choice. If the Yeti crushes Snowdasher one more turn, the wolf will die. So instead of chasing the ice gremlin, she will use her heroic brew and attack the Yeti twice. First attack with 1 hit, and 1 hit it is. She will have to save Snowdasher, her trusty companion, through this entire quest. Can she do it with 1 more attack? 2 hits, and the Yeti has already defended. It will lose another 2 body points, and it is enough to pierce the heart of the Yeti. It will release Snowdasher. The wolf is badly hurt, but still alive. And now Ayra will turn her attention to Rhyme Breath. She will block the door, so the gremlin is unable to enter the room and, for example, attack Snowdasher. In the monster's turn, Rhyme Breath will move to the door and attack Ayra, and he will hit her twice. Ayra rolls 1 shield. She'll take 1 point of damage. She will have to deal with Rhyme Breath all alone. Snowdasher is so hurt that it's not a risk worth taking. She will hit Rhyme Breath with 1 hit, but the gremlin will block the hit. Could this ice gremlin turn out to be a far worse enemy than expected? He also knows spells. He will hit Ayra twice this time, and she will block only 1 of them. She will lose another body point. Ayra still blocks the entrance to the room, and she attacks once again. 2 hits with her longsword. Again, Rhyme Breath will block 1 of them. He will take damage though, and strike back with 1 hit. This time, Ayra will defend. At least the gremlin does not run away. And I guess the reason is that Ayra is in the room with his treasure, so he will not leave his throne room. This will be a fight to the death, and they will continue to exchange hits. This time, Rhyme Breath will hit nothing. Ayra, she will have 1 hit, but also a black shield. Rhyme Breath will stab with his dagger once again, and this time 3 hits. This could be critical for Ayra. She will only block 1 of the hits and take 2 damage. She has been hit 4 times in this fight, and she is below half of her body points. Again, she will only strike back with 1 hit, and again, Rhyme Breath will come up with a shield. He is very, very fast and tricky to hit. He will hit Ayra back, but this time she'll take no damage. Come on, Ayra, it's now or never. 2 hits, and Rhyme Breath, he will roll 0 good defense rolls, no shields. With a powerful strike with her longsword, Ayra will hit Rhyme Breath and take the last life out of him. Ayra has defeated Rhyme Breath. She will turn around and the throne will disappear in front of her eyes and instead reveal a hatch that looks like an escape route. And with Snowdasher, she will now search the room. There are no traps or secret doors, but she will find treasure. First of all, she will look in the chest and find no less than 200 gold coins. She also finds the artifact that she came for, the Armband of Ice, a powerful artifact that will protect her from freeze and chill damage and a lot of other things. A great find. Ayra and Snowdasher will leave the icy maze. With her newfound equipment, Ayra is more than ready to continue her quest in the Northlands and in the end maybe defeat the frozen horror. thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please like and subscribe to the channel, and I hope you'll join me for future videos.